In the words of Donald Trump, the man who can think for himself wouldn't be part of any herd. Good afternoon, dear listener. This is how I welcome you to today's episode of Isthmus Daily Rendezvous. Wade MC Leaky, otherwise known as Gucci Gamers. And today we are continuing from where we stopped yesterday, and it's still bordering on our resolution. And today we are going to be considering the impact of thinking in realizing our New Year resolution or set goal. Okay, is thinking, all right, is actually a cerebral activity. That is activity that takes place in one mind or brain. All right, cerebral means something that takes place in one's brain, which is not too far from one's mind, all right, which tasks one to consciously brood over a matter so as to come up with decision that will govern his action and overall vicissitudes. Okay, what do I mean by this? Thinking is actually the foundation, all right, the catalyst that enables one to reach a decision which will in turn precipitate actions that will help him or her to achieve his or her set goals. This is pertinent at this point of the year when people are examining the results that they recorded last year, and trying to see the way they can improve themselves. All right. Now, this brings my attention to a book I read, long time ago. I've forgotten actually the author of that book. They said it's Think and Grow Rich. That means if you're able to think, you would be prosperous. True is that. Think and grow rich. Okay, so does it mean that someone who does not think would not ever get rich? Well, what I gathered from that book, it's very, very obvious that, all right, it's actually what or is the same as planning. It's when someone makes out time to brood over an issue or matter. The person will now come up with a game plan on how to become better or achieve greater results. Have you seen it now? So that's why it's justifiable. The title of that is justifiable. So, efforts of thinking. All right? Okay. In some organizations, you will hear them say, we need people who are critical thinkers. In fact, there is an arm of every organization that they call the think tank. Have you seen it? That's how important, that thinking is. Even on a global scale, they have what is called a think tank. They will set up a committee and say, this is a think tank committee that will, drive or will be the engine of growth, or accomplishment of a particular purpose, set up by anybody. Have you seen it? Okay, so what are the benefits? One, it's true in thinking that one or group of individuals, gain insight or access to information that others do not have privilege to have. What do I mean by that? When one thinks, all right, you begin to have or see the different perspectives and aspects pertaining to a particular thing or phenomenon that hitherto eluded one or one could not see if one casts a cursory glance at that thing. So have you seen it? It is true when one takes the rigorous pain to go through a matter holistically, digest, interrogate a matter, holistically, one will begin to understand that, have a full understanding and grasp of what that particular matter is all about. Secondly, it's also through thinking that we get to understand the deep dimensions. All right, this is related, to initially, when you get that unique information, all right, that others are not privileged to have, then you will understand. You see the other dimensions or aspects. Look like a tree, for example. A tree has different branches, all right? When one, okay, uh, comes closer to a tree, one is able to see the different branches that are on that tree. So have you seen it? But if you're afar off, you will just see the image of the tree without knowing how many branches that are on that tree. So have you seen it? When you digest that, you know, on your mind, different dimensions and aspects, of that particular thing. And moving on, this also through thinking that one, gets to proactively, solve or get the solution of, things or problems that have not yet occurred. So you see, you know, you used to hear Millennium Development Goals, Social Development Goals. What does that what does that mean? It's not all about solving the problem that's on ground, but also a preventive measure. To forestall the exacerbation of a particular problem. Bedeviling a society. So one thinks that one will be able to the opportunities that abound. In a particular field, right? Yeah. If you think, you will see opportunities. All right. So, what else are the benefits? It is also through thinking. All right. That one, gains insight or what is called revelation. God doesn't talk to people who are in the market square. Haven't you seen that? They said God is those who say He must what spirit and in truth. Have you seen it? It's when you know, engaged in that place of quietness. That reminds us of what is said in the book of Bible, that God speaks to people in that still small voice. Have you seen it? Not at the market square. All right. When you cultivate the habit of being secluded, separating yourself from the crowd, brooding over matters, weightier matters, of life. That's when you will gain insight, and God will be able to reveal certain things to you. Look at, um, the disciples didn't get transformed until they separated themselves and went to that Mount of Transfiguration. And then, so what should one do since we have seen the important thinking? First, number one, every individual should constitute his or her own think tank. Yes, you are supposed to be the chairman or chairlady of your own think tank because you have your own personal organization, whether you have company or registered the company or not. There you are an organization, working organization. So constitute your own think tank that will provide solutions to the challenges that you have. Secondly, eschew the habit of frivolity or usuriousness. There are some people who value only a life of spree, enjoyment. Let's go there. Where is happening? Party. Not that it's bad, but too much of everything is bad. Okay. So this new year, we must make a conscientious decision to, begin to appreciate solitude. All right, so that we would have ample time to think. All right, and then act in accordance. That means after thinking and you've seen, or received instruction on a particular matter, begin to act swiftly, in accordance with the instruction or direction that you've been given whilst you're thinking. And the next thing is cultivate a positive mindset. Believe in yourself, believe in the actions that you are taking, that they are the right action. Don't think, unless I am being directed by a pastor or a chief or someone of high status in the society, I won't be able to take your personal decisions. Believe that it will yield, positive outcomes. Have you seen it? Yes, believe in yourself, and then don't feel inferior or intimidated. All right, don't think the people over there are better. No, 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 no. You are better. You are the best, not even better. You are the best of your kind in everything that you are involved in. And again, it is also important that we, eschew procrastination. I won't be able to do it today. I will do it tomorrow. I will do it next tomorrow. No, 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 no. Put your best foot forward immediately. Don't wait until next time. All right. Today is the day of salvation, like we hear in our various churches. And lastly, for today, stay around those people that inspire you. Okay. Yes, no one is an island, all right, and a tree cannot make a forest. Look for people who can spur and inspire you to continue to keep in that, decision and direction you are going. All right, until I come your way again, my name is still MC Licky, and this is Isthmus Daily Rendezvous on Isthmus TV. Please remember to encourage what I'm doing by getting a copy of Spyro Gyra, Thunderbird, Strewn, Arise from the Rubble, and other books that I have on Amazon Kindle. Only on Amazon Kindle. Until I come your way again, my name is MC Licky saying bye for now.